Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be looking at some brand new leaks that reveal some of the cars, vehicles, and more that are going to be arriving in the GTA Online Los Santos Drug Wars DLC update. So these images have come out of nowhere, but they're exciting nonetheless, and they give us an early access look at some of the new content arriving in the update. Let's begin with a supercar that's going to be arriving. We knew, thanks to Rockstar's goof up, that there was going to be a brand new Entity supercar, and now we're getting our first look at it. The Entity MT by Overflawed. And man, does this thing look absolutely nasty. Look how sick this looks, and we have a really cool Yogarishima livery on there as well. It looks like this is going to be a hybrid of some of the newer Koenigsegg cars that have been released recently. Kind of looks like it's a mix between the Regera and the Jesko, which I know are many fan favorites. So holy smokes, this is so cool, and we're getting a brand new supercar added in this update. Really excited about that. The only thing that spooks me a little bit about this is probably the price. We know that overflawed vehicles are very expensive considering they are in the hypercar class and the rarity of them in GTA Online. So I can only imagine that this is going to be one of the pricier vehicles in the game. Now, I noticed from this screenshot, we've got a handful of updates as well. Looks like there's a custom splitter, as well as a custom front and rear bumper. And look at those unique rims. How sick are those? Those are some of the most gorgeous looking wheels we have in the game. I can't see if there's a spoiler on there, but it also looks like we might have a carbon fiber roof upgrade, as well as carbon fiber mirror upgrade as well. And I can't tell if that's the smoke in the background or if that is truly neon underglow. But there we go. We have our first look at the new Entity MT supercar arriving in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, what I can only imagine is a brand new sports car. This is our next image, and it is the Annis 300R, which is definitely based off of the Nissan 350Z, and boy, does this look incredible. Let's just start with some of the customization options that I've noticed here. It looks like there's some sort of San Andreas livery on there, as you can see it on sort of the ducktail spoiler. It's San Andreas and then a bunch of Japanese font. You can also see that towards the bottom of the door sill with this white sort of line going through it as well. It also looks like there's a carbon fiber roof, upgraded exhaust, front and rear bumper, as well as a side skirt option. And man, this is so cool. This is definitely one of those fan favorite vehicles that Rockstar have been clamoring to have added into the game. So I think a lot of people are going to be very excited about this. I can only imagine that this is going to be in the sports car category. And if I was to speculate, again, I'm going to say it's pretty pricey. It looks like it has a lot of customization, and it looks like it's going to have some good performance too. Another thing I noticed that looks kind of neat are those tail lights. That is absolutely epic. So that is the Annis 300R. Let's move on to another vehicle that was leaked, and that is going to be the Tulip M100. Holy smokes, this thing is bad to the bone. I can imagine this is going to be in either the muscle car or the sports classic class. You can see there, blue collar chic. It's also a Declasse vehicle. A couple of the customization options that I've noticed there. It definitely has the custom atomic tires. It has an upgraded front bumper, as well as a massive bug catcher coming out of the hood, and then ducktail spoiler coming out of the back, as well as a roll cage inside. All the vehicles we've seen so far, including this one, look like they're going to be two-seaters, which is not unusual. And then we can see it looks like there might be a mirror upgrade on this one too. This one is slightly different than the one screenshot of the vehicle that Rockstar has also shown off, and that is the Declasse Tahoma Coupe. Although they look similar, they are definitely different vehicles. So we know that in this update, we have two Declasse either muscle cars or sports classic vehicles, and that is awesome. I love the variety that we are seeing so far. We have more vehicles to talk about, though. Let's move on to this next one, and it is the Zirconium Journey 2. So as expected, we are going to be getting a Mark II version or a customized version of the Journey. We saw it in the very first screenshot that Rockstar provided, and this is definitely giving off some Breaking Bad vibes, as I feel like a lot of the inspiration from this update is coming from Breaking Bad. But yes, we are getting a new Journey. Some of the customization you might be able to see, custom rims, custom tires. Definitely looks like there's going to be liveries on there. I wonder if some way, shape, or form this is going to be part of the new Acid Lab business, or if that's going to be reserved for the MTL Brickade Custom, which we'll take a look at in a little bit. A couple of other things that's going on. You can see Bigfoot creeping around in the background. We'd also seen from the artwork that was originally posted that Bigfoot was going to be involved in some way, shape, or form, whether through a hallucination or short trip, whatever the case might be. But this is a brand new Zirconium Journey 2. I am so excited about all the vehicles we're getting to take a look at. Another trippy vehicle, and speaking of hallucinations, we've got the BF Surfer Custom. So just given the name, it kind of makes you wonder if this is going to be a Benny's vehicle, because we already have, obviously, the BF Surfer in the game. This one just is an extremely modified version. I mean, just take a look at all the upgrades you can do. It has been stanced. It has a crazy sort of hippy-dippy 60s peace out livery on there. It has a massive sunshade, upgraded headlights and mirrors. There's a ton of customization that you can see here. Chromed out side skirts, front and rear bumpers, custom tires, and rims. This thing has so many upgrades to it already, and this is just the preview image that Rockstar is showing us right here. So who knows what other customization could be on there. Again, this is very, very likely going to be a Benny's vehicle, and interestingly enough, could be our first four-seater vehicle, because the BF Surfer has a capacity of 2 people, even though it's a 4-door van. I know that's a little bit confusing, and I'm not sure why Rockstar didn't, but I would imagine that if you upgrade it to the custom version, maybe you can have room for more people in the back. That's just my personal speculation. And I don't know how many of you guys noticed this, but that livery on the Surfer Custom looks suspiciously similar to the same livery that can be found on the Truth's car in GTA San Andreas, the mothership. So I guess we'll find out when the update arrives if there's any more references to that, if that was done intentionally, if there's more to it. Who knows, but definitely a nice little Easter egg and throwback there from Rockstar. Now, there's a handful more screenshots we need to take a look at here. This one right here is another GTA Plus screenshot, but there's a lot going on here. We once again get another brand new look at the MTL Brickade Custom. Remember that this is going to be our mobile acid lab that we can install. GTA Plus members are able to get it for free, as well as a handful of other bonuses and benefits that are included as a part of that program as well. This again is also taking place at the Liquor Ace grocery store, and we can see a handful of characters hanging around. We've got Dax in the center of that sort of trifecta. I can't tell if any of them are our characters or if they are all NPCs. They kind of look like NPCs. They're doing special poses that our characters don't have access to. But remember that Rockstar probably do a lot of editing magic when it comes to doing these screenshots and putting them out on the newswire. A handful of other characters we can see. There's one particular guy. He's got kind of like the spiked up mohawk and the 7/8 cargo shorts. We actually see him in another screenshot talking to the cook or the chef. And speaking of the cook or the chef, we can actually see him sitting on top of the MTL Brickade 6x6. We know that because of his iconic headband and his bright pink nylon gloves that he probably uses for cooking. And I don't know what's going on with the other Karen vehicle that we can see right there. I'm not sure if that's our character on the inside or our character leaning in on the inside talking to who's ever there. Again, with these Rockstar screenshots, you have to be a little bit careful because they'll use a lot of editing magic to set up scenes that our characters typically can't get involved in. But that's another screenshot right there. And our final one that has been leaked so far. If more end up coming out, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. But it's this shot right here. We kind of get a behind the back view of Dax, and we finally get to see his backside for the first time. That kind of sounds weird to say, but we can see his backwards black hat and bandana. We can also see the baseball bat more in depth that he's holding with the skulls, the stars, and what looks to be like an A circled on there. I'm not sure what that means. And of course, the jersey number that Rockstar decided to give him for whatever fictional red team that is. Of course, his number is 69. We can also see him looking into this Albany vehicle that we've seen in previous screenshots outside of the Liquor Ace grocery store. And we know that the guy driving the vehicle on the inside is going to be a big part of this DLC, and that is Nervous Ron. So Ron, returning from single player and also returning from the Smuggler's Run update, he's going to be helping us with this business. Now, in the background, we can see a few more things. We can also see a new look of the MTL Brickade 6x6, this time with sort of a bluish paint job. And I'm not sure if that's a different livery or just different paint job altogether. And then we can also see our cook or our chef. Again, you see him leaning up against the building. We can also tell that's him from those pink nylon gloves, and we can also see his bandana. And that same NPC with like the cargo short pants and the spiked mohawk is also talking to him with his arms crossed. So those are all the screenshots we have seen so far in the newest batch of leaks for the Los Santos Drug Wars update. Supercars, sports cars, muscle cars, RVs, and hippie vans, as well as new looks at the MTL Brickade 6x6, our mobile acid lab, and some of the new characters that are going to be joining us alongside this journey. Of course, if any more information comes out in the next few hours as the update is arriving, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted, but that is everything that we know for now in terms of the new vehicle. So very exciting. The only other thing I can speculate is because these images were found from Rockstar, I believe these vehicles will be arriving on day one. So it looks like 7 cars in total. The new Entity MT Supercar, the Journey Custom, the MTL Brickade 6x6, the new Annis 300R, the Surfer Custom, the Class A Tulip M100, and the Tahoma Coupe, which was the very first vehicle that Rockstar told us about. So it looks like 7 cars arriving in just a few short hours, exactly what you would expect, with the rest of them to be drip-fed over the next couple of weeks and months. Let me know of which one of the new vehicles we just got to take a peek at, which one you're looking forward to the most. I can't help myself. I think that Entity MT is going to be nasty. I can't wait to get my hands on that. Same with the Annis 300R, and that hippie van just sounds so much fun to cruise around in. But let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.